When you first take a look at these four exponents, it's like, what the heck is going on? Well, just remember that when you take an exponent of an exponent, all you do is multiply them out. So I drew a bubble around them, and now I'm multiplying what's inside, which actually just all equals to 1. So you plug that 1 back into the bubble, and you get 2 to the power of 1, which is just 2. Alright guys, now let's try this one on your own. Just using your left hand, this is a super cool trick to know the sine and cosine of major angles in trigonometry. Let's try. First, I'm going to take my left hand, point it to the right, and face my palm towards me. Now I'm going to put invisible labels on each finger. So we have 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, and 90 degrees. To find the sine of any of these angles, we count how many fingers are below that finger, square root that, and divide it by 2. So to take the sine of 60 degrees, I first tuck in that finger, count 1, 2, 3, 3 fingers below. So the sine of 60 degrees is the square root of 3 fingers divided by 2. Let's try another one. If you take the sine of 0 degrees, there are 0 fingers below my little pinky finger. So you get the square root of 0 fingers over 2, which is just 0. Like this for part 2, where we'll find the cosine.
I need somebody to hear, somebody to know, somebody to have, somebody to hold.
I'm going to show you a new math secret that only a few people know. After this video, you can use it on so many things for the rest of your life. Let's check it out. Let's say you need to multiply any 2-digit number that starts with a 1. So let's start with 14 times 12. You can do this in 5 seconds mentally with these steps. First, circle this number and add it over here. So 2 added to 14 is just 16. We now have the first 2 digits of the answer. To get the third one, we take these two numbers and multiply them. So 4 times 2 is 8. So the answer is 168. Easy, right? Let's try another one. Let's do my favorite 15 times 13. So grab a 3 and add it to the 15 to get 18. To get the third digit, multiply 5 and 3 to get 15. So now I need to bump up the 8 to a 9 to get 195. And there you have it. Guys, today is the day you stop mixing up the mean, median, and mode forever. Here is my phone number, but I removed the last 3 digits. The first thing you're gonna do is rewrite this in order. So we have 0, 1, 3, 6, 6, 8, 8. Now, the mean is a fancy way to say the average. Just remember, it's mean to call someone average. To get the mean, you add up all the values and divide by how many numbers there are. So we get 32 over 7. The mode is the most appeared number. Just remember, mode is most. A weird way I memorized it was to add an L and become a model. So if someone's a model, you tend to see them around everywhere. Back to the numbers. 0, 1, and 3 only appear once, but 6 and 8 appear twice. Not to fear, we could have 2 modes, so 6 and 8. Median is the number in the middle. Median literally sounds like medium, which is in the middle of small and large. So we have 7 numbers divided by 2, which is 3.5. So we count 1, 2, 3, and here's our median, 6. Super cool math trick just using your left hand, part 2. In part 1, we used this to find the sine of major angles in trigonometry. Now let's find the cosine and bonus round, the tangent. In part 1, we labeled our fingers and said the sine is the number of fingers below, square root that, and divided by 2. So the sine of 30 degrees has just 1 finger below, so we get the square root of 1 over 2, which is just 1/2. To find the cosine, it's the same technique, but instead of counting the fingers below, you now count the fingers above. So the cosine is the square root of fingers above divided by 2. The cosine of 30 degrees is 1, 2, 3, 3 fingers above all over 2. Bonus round, the tangent. First, flip your hand over and then count the fingers above, divide that by the fingers below, and square root everything. So the tan of 30 degrees would be the square root of 1 finger above divided by the square root of 1, 2, 3, 3 fingers below. And there you have it, you're now a trig master. Let's play prime or not prime. 57. 3 times 19, 29. Prime, 49. You should know this. That's 7 times 7, 91. That's 7 times 13. Who would have known? 53. Prime. Last one, it's the year 2021, and that is 47 times 43.
Down south, hood baby, make all the girls go crazy,
Go stupid, but you smart like an A+ student.
Everyone should know this math tip, and if you don't, this video is for you. I'm going to teach you how to calculate the tip super fast for any restaurant in the world. Let's check it. I'm at a restaurant and the bill comes out to be $23.98. That's not the easiest number to work with, so what I'm going to do is round it up to $24. That's much better. For a 10% tip, all you have to do is move the decimal point once to the left and you get $2.40. Now depending where you are in the world, you might want to tip more than that. For a 20% tip, since 20% is double of 10%, all you do is double 2.40, which is $4.80. For a 15% tip, let's first break down 15% into 10% and 5%. We've already found 10%, which is $2.40, and 5% is half of 10, so half of 2.40 is $1.20. Now you add them up together and you get $3.60. Follow me for more.
Taking a chance, cause I like you a lot, so I'll give it a shot, give it all that I got. La-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-dee. Suddenly you call my name and I lose my brain and I float up to the moon.
4 steps of long division in 40 seconds. If you master this, you can divide anything. I'm just going to go through one example today because long division is really long. Let's take 168 and divide it by my favorite number, 7. First, let's put our 4-step toolkit for long division over here. We've got divide, multiply, subtract, and bring down. The first step is divide. How many times can I fit 7 into 1? Unfortunately, none, so let's put a 0 on top and move on to the next number. How many times does 7 fit into 16? 2 times with a little bit left over. Notice that I use 16, not just 6. Second step, multiply. We multiply 7 times 2 to get 14. Third step, subtract. We take 16 minus 14, which is 2. Fourth step, bring down. Let's bring down the 8 over here to get 28. Now we use all 4 steps, but we're not done, so let's repeat the steps again in fast mode. Divide 28 by 7 to get 4, multiply 7 and 4 to get 28, subtract 28 by 28. There's nothing left to bring down, so our answer is 24. Hooray! If you forgot geometry, that's okay, I'm not judging. But these are the most important things you really should know about angles. Let's check them out. If you draw 2 straight lines through each other, these 2 angles will be the same, and these 2 angles will be the same. Add all 4 angles up and you get 360 degrees. Angles in a triangle will always add up to be 180 degrees. Extend one line out and this new angle will always equal to the sum of these 2 angles. So if this angle is 80 degrees and this angle is 70 degrees, this would be 80 plus 70, which is 150 degrees. If you have 2 parallel lines with a line through them, if you draw Z, these 2 angles will be the same. If you draw the letter C, these 2 angles will add up to be exactly 180 degrees. And if you draw the letter F, these 2 angles will be the same. And don't forget, an angle less than 90 degrees is acute, above 90 degrees is obtuse, and exactly 90 degrees is a right angle. I'm going to show you a math secret that at first may seem obvious, but it'll make you wonder why you've never done it this way before. Let's check it out. So if you need to divide a number by 5 and it's not the friendliest number in the world, all you need is 2 steps. So first double your number, so 3 times 2 is 6, 1 times 2 is 2, and 2 times 2 is 4, and now draw a decimal point and move it once over to the left. And there's your answer. Pretty cool, right?